Hey everybody, I'm Andy the Kenworth Guy. Hey, if you haven't been around this channel, please subscribe. You are just in store for the corniest, cheesiest commentary known to inline Kenworth. I don't know. To be or to not to be? Well, to W9B. Okay, I'll stop talking. We're looking at a W9B today. Let's check it out. Okay, I'm just trying way too hard today. I'll tone it down a bit here. I have to tone it down because this thing is just taking the show. This truck is absolutely gorgeous. I love the striping on it. I wish I could say that I designed it and I came up with the idea, because I didn't. But I just love how this is laid out. Larry from Jade Transport, this is his handiwork, or his brainchild, if you will. Just beautiful, love it. The double swoop, love the color schemes, just looks ridiculously awesome. So this has a brand new 2023 Kenworth W900B, sold and spec'd by my father, Dean, and I am delivering this truck for him. So a big thank you to my dad for your efforts and work on this truck, and a big thank you to Jade for purchasing it. And a big thank you to all the people involved on the build on this. This truck is just looking stunning. It's dressed in Shift products. We have Class 8 fenders on it. Big thank you to Rob at Big Truck Detail for doing all the polishing and cleaning on it, and it just looks absolutely stunning for delivery day. Boom, right there. So we have a factory bumper on there. That is the factory 20-inch Texas bumper, sorry, 18-inch rather. We have the turn signal marker lights in the corners, aftermarket, which looks cool. Being the B hood, it is a little bit larger, wider grille. We do have the 7 grill bars across the front. And then I love the big mirror that you get right up front here with the B. It's a little bit bigger than on the L model, so it just looks super cool. Up above, we have the reversed bow tie visor from Shift Products. We have the JW speaker headlights right here for your daytime. Now they've also made that bracket for the license plate. I really like that design. It's just a very simple design because the front end was lowered. So I'll show you that here when I open up the hood. This is a B hood, so you obviously do not have that extra paneling under the side here. And then we have right up here the turn signals, and we have the standard amber front and back. Something that's really neat on this truck, and I'm a big fan of, is the front marker lights on the air cleaners. They have the strip lighting right in here, so that's a really neat design. Really haven't done any trucks that I can think of with that. Oh no, I think I've done one for a customer a while back, but not often. We're normally doing the watermelons, but I do like that. And then we also have it same on the back, and it's amber front and back, so that's a really cool setup and cool design. As far as up here, we have the shift turn signal lights, and then right beside we have the air cleaners. These are the 15-inch with the bolts mounted to the inside. The fixed West Coast style mirrors, dual windshields, and then we have the dual exhaust as well with the 54-inch tall 5-inch pipes. We did the diamond plate battery box right there, and then we have the polished fuel tank with a center fill, and then we also have the def tank behind. So with this kind of setup, you can get the 2 fuel tanks lined up at the back, which looks really nice, and then you got the def tank back here. We have on the back wall, these are the Ship Products watermelon mounts for the aftermarket changeouts. So you have those, which looks great, and we have the pedestal lights from the factory up top. As far as the suspension, this is the Kenworth AG400L suspension, and then we have disc brakes on this truck all the way around. And with the AG400L, we have the blind mount for these deep drop stainless half fenders, which I'm always a big fan of. And the guys at Class 8 produce a really nice product. Very happy with that. We have a fixed mount fifth wheel. It's a Holland with a Teflon spacer on top, so that would be classified as the no lube. And something else I wanted to mention here, these trucks have the Alcoa Duraflange rim, and then they are the standard mirror polish, so those are the high polish, but the Duraflange gives you a much better flange on here, so you're not going to get this sidewall cutting your sidewall of the tires from that rim, so it's a little bit more durable on the edge. So that's something that I really learned about dealing with Jade, and they've been putting it on for a while, and they give their tire wear and their rim wear a lot more longevity. So that's a really neat option there. Low Pro 22s, which looks really cool. And then we have the aftermarket mud flap hangers with the mud flaps put on, and the reason for doing that is a shorter end of frame configuration. So I really like how that's set up. Looks really good. If you order it with the factory installed mud flap hangers, it's going to stick out probably about another 4 or 5 inches behind the frame, which is not necessary. Obviously we have a painted frame, and then we have the matching to the truck color, and I'll talk about the colors here in a second. And then I'm really a fan of this here, painted brackets to match the frame. That just finishes the truck off just perfectly in my opinion. Same thing with this guy down below there too. So it's all painted up to match the truck. There's the secondary fuel tank. We have the quick air hookups here for the in-transit heat for their trailer, for what they're doing, and then the quick coupler connectors right there. Windows in both sides of the truck with the 72-inch aero cab flat top. Just looking large, looking good. Let me just open up this hood and give you a peek what's underneath. Oh, I forgot about this here. We had some fancy pinstriping done on this truck. Oh boy. I am a big fan of this here. I want to do this on my half ton. I love it. This looks so good. And this is all done freehand. Just looks so cool. All right, so underneath here we have the Cummins X15 525 Performance Series engine, 1850 torque rating on it. And the front end was lowered on here as well, so it's sitting a little bit lower to the ground, dropping out those spacers underneath U-bolts right there. We have the Davco 382 fuel water separator, remote lube, battery boost terminals, oil check, power steering. We got your washer fluid up above here, some fuses and relays up there. This here is a positive air shutdown, an air guillotine that basically starves the engine of air if you are in a fuel application or job site where it requires that to have on there. So you can shut it off, preventing a runaway on the engine. So there we have it there. This looks really cool. This side has got this hot side, so we got your turbo right there, HVAC system mounted up in there. And we will close up the hood and show you what is on the inside. I love that so much. All right, just gonna sneak in here. So I'll just close the hood, close the door here for a quick second and show you what we got inside. So as you would expect in a W9, it is the fully trimmed diamond VIT interior. We went with the gray on the interior, which is always a nice classic Kenworth look. I really like that. As far as down here, we have the full gauge package all the way across. So that's looking really sharp. We have all the switches utilized with the exception of a few, but it's a nice laid out dash in my opinion. Full lockers, rear ends are 342s on this truck, and we got your cruise control, your Jake control right over there, a few other switches as well. 18-speed manual transmission in here, and then we have the Sears gray ultra leather seats matching on both sides, so these are a nice wide base with the stowable armrests. Has the black dash option as well, so the dash up above and the glove box along with the paneling down below is black as opposed to that dark gray. There is the positive air shutdown switch, an S-bar heater switch that was installed, control unit for the engine. Or maybe that one's for the bunk. I'd have to look and see. We didn't put it on, so I'm not totally sure. I'll just walk into the bunk for a second. All right, so this is the single bunk, obviously being a mid-roof. We have the storage on the side here. We have additional storage on this side. And then the back panel here, there is the S-bar control. Yeah, so it'll have a bunk and engine heater. I just didn't see the engine heater. Probably was installed in one of the toolboxes. But yeah, as far as what's back here, that's the panel for the controls. And we have got the windows on both sides, like I said before. And then over here is the refrigerator. So there is that, and we have your storage on both sides here and there. And then down below we have the open shelves. So those are designed that way, ordered from the factory. If you do want to have drawers, it is a separate option. Code 8570000 is the sales code for that, in case you're curious. All right, so that's it for this week's video. Thanks so much for watching. And again, a big thank you to Larry and the staff at Jade Transport for purchasing this truck from us. It's been a real fun time seeing all these trucks kind of come to life. They came in just solid color, and then they get striped up different every single one. So each one is unique in its own way, and I love that. So hey, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do that. You can also go to my website, thekenworthguy.com, just by clicking the link up above. And yeah, I think that's it for this week's video. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, have yourself the world's best day.